As the November 2024 elections tiptoe closer, Trump and Biden supporters are biting their fingers off. Whether it's Biden's health crisis or Trump's civil fraud case, we've been caught in a blizzard of breaking news, conspiracies, and headlines.
2024 is finally here, and that means the GOP primary season is about to begin.
But what's the real story amidst all of this drama? Could Biden actually be lagging behind Trump in the 2024 elections? It's time to peel back the layers and uncover the truth. The United States is gearing up for what many consider one of its most crucial presidential elections to date. The 2024 presidential campaign kicked off with a whopping 15 candidates, including 9 Republicans, 4 Democrats, and 2 independents. But as the journey unfolded, most of them dropped out along the way. The political parties represent their candidate by conducting a series of state primaries and caucuses. President Biden, representing the Democratic Party, officially announced his bid for re-election earlier this year. Despite facing some challenges, he garnered enough support to secure the Democratic Party's nomination. On the Republican side, former President Donald Trump successfully navigated through the primaries, defeating his final challenger, former UN Ambassador Nikki Haley. Now, Trump accumulated enough victories in the state contest to become the Republican nominee for the upcoming election. This means that on Tuesday, November 5th, 2024, Joe Biden will go head-to-head with Donald Trump again. The outcome of this election will not only impact the United States, but it'll also have far-reaching global implications as well. As the leading superpower in the world, the winner of this year's White House race will shape NATO's future, influence the security of Europe, impact global trade, and play a significant role in efforts to combat climate change. However, rumors suggest that President Biden is facing challenges within his own party regarding doubts about his leadership and widespread dissatisfaction with the nation's direction. Given its importance, it's no wonder Americans are in a frenzy right now. And guess what? A wave of exciting new 2024 presidential election polls all point in the same direction. Donald Trump is pulling ahead of President Joe Biden. Surveys from the New York Times, Siena College, Fox News, The Wall Street Journal, and CBS News YouGov released over the weekend all show Trump leading by 2 to 5 points among registered voters. Now here's a breakdown of where the polling stands in all the battleground states. Number 7. Arizona. Now, Arizona was a big win for Democrats in 2020, with Biden barely flipping it to their side. It was the first time the state chose a Democratic president since 1996. This year, the fight for its 11 electoral votes is gearing up to be equally fierce, solidifying Arizona as the primary battleground state along the U.S. southern border. A recent February poll by Gallup unveiled that for the first time since 2019, a majority of Americans identify immigration as the nation's top pressing concern. Despite this, Trump has been ahead by a few points in recent polls, including the Wall Street Journal's latest. The increase in Hispanic voters was a key factor in Arizona turning blue, but there's a challenge for Biden this time. Polls suggest Hispanics are leaning more right across the country, which could make it tough for Biden to hold on to Arizona. Number 6. Michigan. Now, when the blue wall of Midwestern states, including the Great Lakes state, went red for Trump in 2016, it was a real shocker for many. However, in 2020, Biden snatched it back by a slim but respectable margin, winning by nearly 3 points. His big secret to success was winning over union workers, auto workers, and minority groups, which, as everybody knows, Trump managed to upset quite a bit. But hey, it's a twisty road to those 16 electoral votes in Michigan this time. According to the Hill Decision Desk HQ's poll average, Trump's got a 4-point lead. As for Biden, even though he scored a cool endorsement from the United Auto Workers, he's gonna have to use his previous strategy once again, and more fiercely this time. Now, he's got some serious convincing to do, with union members feeling the squeeze from rising costs, and some aren't thrilled about his electric vehicle plans either. Number 5. Georgia. The latest polls suggest that Trump holds a 5-point lead in the state's polling average from the Hill Decision Desk HQ. In a YouGov CBS News poll last month, Trump was ahead by 3 points among likely voters, with 51% to 48%, and a margin of error of 3.9 points. Another poll by Emerson College, polling The Hill, showed Trump with a 4-point lead and a margin of error of 3 points. However, when third-party candidates Robert F. Kennedy Jr., Cornel West and Jill Stein were included, Trump's lead stretched to 7 points. Biden's ability to secure Michigan's 16 electoral votes in the previous election heavily relied on energizing black voters. Yet, current polls indicate that he isn't garnering as much support from this demographic in the current cycle. The CBS poll revealed that 17% of black voters are opting for Trump, showing an improvement from his performance with this group 4 years ago. Biden's campaign is intensifying efforts to engage black voters and other voters of color to maintain this crucial part of its coalition. However, the current numbers suggest there's still a lot of work to be done. Number 4. Nevada. Nevada's been a bit of a flirt with the Democratic side since 2008, but the last couple of elections have been like a roller coaster ride. Biden barely clinched it last time with just a hair's breadth over half of the votes. However, the tides seem to be turning in Trump's favor once again. One poll said he's up by 2 points and another by 3 points. However, it's important to note that this is just a tiny margin, and you can't deny that Biden has got some strong support from Latino voters in Nevada, just like in Arizona. If Democrats can keep that support, Biden might keep Nevada in his pocket. Number 3. North Carolina. North Carolina's been like a tantalizing treat just out of reach for Democrats in recent presidential elections. They've come close to winning its electoral votes 3 times since Obama's 2008 victory, but missed the chance. However, this year, North Carolina seems like Biden's best shot. Trump started off strong in polls, with a solid lead for the first few months of 2024, even hitting a 10-point advantage at one point. However, Biden's been steadily closing the gap. Trump's lead is now only around 5 points. Number 2. Wisconsin. The polls in Wisconsin have been quite the thriller as well. The Real Clear Politics average from January 24th to March 24th puts Trump slightly ahead at 47.8%, compared to Biden's 47.2%, with a slim lead of 0.6 points. Now, in a recent Journal poll, Wisconsin stood out as the only state where Biden was not trailing. In a head-to-head matchup with Trump, they were tied at 46% each. However, the Hill-Emerson poll conducted from March 14th to 18th indicated a more significant lead for Trump, with 52% compared to Biden's 48%, giving Trump a strong 4-point advantage. On the other hand, the Bloomberg Morning Consult poll from March 8th to 14th had Biden in the lead by a narrow margin, with 46% to Trump's 45%, a 1-point difference. Number 1. Pennsylvania. When it comes to votes and elections, Pennsylvania is the fiercest and most important battleground, offering a whopping 20 electoral votes up for grabs. Now, this state's been a complete roller coaster in past elections. Trump's surprise win in 2016 and Biden's close call in 2020 have had us all on the edge of our seats. And in this year too, the recent polls have been electrifying. The Hill Decision Desk HQ's latest average gives Trump a tenuous 1.3-point lead. Notably, a CNN SRSS poll and a Bloomberg News Morning Consult poll from last month both showed Biden and Trump in a dead heat. Then Trump came to the lead by 3 points in a Journal poll. However, a recent Susquehanna polling and research survey sent some shockwaves, showing Biden leading by 5 points. These polls are pure drama, and there is no denying that. So who do you think's going to win the elections this time? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and I'll catch you in the next video.